is in the Royal We. It was Panko.
Yeah, yeah.
And then just this past week, H12 took a tournament, ended up winning the tournament over Koval.
There it is.
So, but that is neither here nor there. We have Gatsu versus SandBag, 20GX Gatsu, and really one of those early proponents, him and Wizzy, of the hyper-optimized, super good Falcon play, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, we've spoken a lot about Gatsu, but I want to talk about SandBag for a second.
Please, please inform me.
SandBag, another CFL player, towards the middle of the current PR. Excellent player in their own right. So this is going to be a tough one. I know these guys play pretty frequently, right? And I think it's pretty Gatsu-sided. So I know SandBag, known to travel the state of Florida, occasionally comes over to West Florida. I think they occasionally get down to South Florida as well, going for and they usually place well. So I would expect this match to be Gatsu-sided just because of, like, you know,
skill gap.
I don't know about skill gap. It's just we see it a lot, and that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I should clarify that is no disrespect to SandBag. It is more of the confidence of Gatsu being that nice with it.
Yeah, he's about as nice with it as they get, admittedly. I know last year at CEO he had a that was. Sometimes you got to pull the trigger kind of deal.
Exactly. That was one of those things. We saw OG Kid earlier with some of those rests, and sometimes you just have to. It's tough. Oh. It is tough when you're on the stage like that. Got the downer. Did not get the nipple spike. Not able to meteor cancel it. Very good job from SandBag.
Yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, Puff players tend to be pretty upset with this matchup a lot of time.
Yeah. And
I think it's because a lot of the time, it's the one time where they feel like, oh man, I can get rested too.
Yeah, genuinely. We saw there 71% and Puff was dead.
Yeah.
The punishes are certainly, it is the only other character aside from Fox that can really hard punish Puff and kill at early percents off of like genuine punishes, right?
Sure.
It's not the stray hits that you might get with Falco building up percent slowly until it down tilt, or like a Sheik slowly building up percent until they get a strong hit, back air, forward air, right?
And sometimes you get the Marths who are nasty with it, with like the pivot forward smash kind of stuff like Zane, but who's out here doing that besides Zane, you know? There are a few people.
PBU is here in the building.
Yeah, that's true.
PBU says that there was one before him. I can't remember their name right now. I was talking with him about it yesterday, but I think Zane is certainly very, very good with it, but I think more and more Marths are getting really good at that type of punish with pivot forward smashes. But SandBag able to get another edgeguard kill there against Falcon. I really like during the first stock, you saw SandBag use the verticality of the back air hitbox. That is something that I know Hungrybox really appreciates about the character with Puff. How back air, obviously we know how crazy of a hitbox it is horizontally, but there is a huge verticality to it, to the hitbox, that is very useful in the matchup that can be implemented to great effect. And we saw it with early edgeguards here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. Little double jump falling knee. We'll close it out.
Yeah. There it is.
It's tough because it kind of flips the script a little bit when you're Puff and you're the one that is in danger of getting deleted off of one mistake.
Yeah. Usually they have a lot of confidence. You know, it's their game of chicken that they're forcing you to play. But now, you know, they might crash too.
Took the counter pick to Fountain. I assume Dreamland was banned.
I would imagine so. I know this is typically the stage that historically Captain Falcon's really complained about, and I get it with the platforms. It's not ideal, but I've seen some Captain Falcon wizardry happen on here, on the Fountain of Dreams before.
For sure. I think for a long time, this was considered a bad stage for Falcon. I say a long time. This was ancient history at this point.
Sure.
Maybe like after 10 years, beautiful knee for that stock. And really, Wizzy was kind of the first one that I feel did that, where
that was really smart by SandBag. That was crazy.
That forward smash is so strong. It is the second rest. It genuinely, that thing is powerful.
Yes, it is absolutely the second rest.
So on this stage, though, we saw Wizzy start to use the stage as a genuine counter pick in a lot of matchups way back when Wizzy was on their come up. And I think Falcon, it is difficult, but when you learn how to use the different platform heights, Falcon is really strong. And for Jigglypuff, I would imagine barely missed that rest.
He had it loaded up. He was ready to swing.
He certainly had every shell in that in that shotgun ready to blast. For Puff, the advantages that I would imagine for Puff would be just the high ceiling, right? And certainly the platforms allow for tech chase opportunities for rest and whatnot, right? And shield getting low, Puff.
Yeah.
That is kind of the frustrating thing, is that Puff is really difficult to shield poke a lot of times. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Like, you were talking about how the forward smash is like the second rest, right?
Yeah.
That literally he might as well have just tried to rest right there, because Gatsu was on him in no time, grabbed, and you're out of there, you know?
Yeah.
But I like the attempt at the forward smash, just trying to read the dash dance in. Gatsu too cool and collected for it, though.
We saw that up smash almost connect. I wonder if that was supposed to be an up air, but I love the idea of up smash there. Nice little air dodge, was able to get back into neutral, avoid that situation. This is a relatively even matchup. 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah.
A little bit of a percent deficit, but you know that could swing either way instantly. But this down throw knee is going to close it out.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough if you're Puff.
It is a rough life for Puff. So the wave dash back, up tilts, trying to,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the option to not try to rip a rest right there, because you know you're just throwing away the game if you try it.
Precisely. Rest is off the table right now while there are still 2 stocks left. Have to take this stock and then rest is back on the table, but you better kill with it. Oh. The crouch cancel was just, I was like, all right, I'll take it. I'll take this extra 15%. I'll come back. And
there it is.
That's going to do it. And clean 2-0 for Gatsu, looking just as sharp as ever.
Oh, yeah.
A valiant effort, a good showing from SandBag. I like some of the stuff that SandBag was trying to run there.
Yep.
But we will see Gatsu move on 2-0 in the winner's side. I mean, you know, there's, this isn't necessarily the largest Melee tournament or anything like that, but we've got some pretty good players here. We've got J-Boot,